Hi, my name is Valdora Rice, and I'm the owner of Write from the Heart, which is an online program for middle school and high school students to teach writing in composition and literature, as well as AP for 11th and 12th graders. We focus on homeschoolers, but we also have classes for private school students as well as public school students, and we in month-long workshops that focus on one subject of writing, like poetry or essay writing. Today we are going to be unboxing a brand new offering that we have, which is a resource guide for middle school and high school students. I'm very, very excited about this. This is a product that I have been writing actually for the last 15 years since our program started in 2005. We've often offered our students extra help in different writing styles, or given them grammar tips, or created different documents to help them become better writers. So the last several months I've pulled together all of the teaching resources that I've been using in the last 15 years and created a resource guide that hopefully both public school and homeschooled students will find helpful in any time that they're doing any kind of writing. This book has actually been a dream of mine. Since I was young, I've always wanted to write a book. I've always wanted to see my name in print, so this moment is very exciting for me. I'm very excited to see what this actually looks like in print. Let's take a look here. And here is our new book. It's called Write from the Heart, a resource guide to engage writers. One of the things that we find most important about writing is helping writers find their voice. So this book talks about all the different kinds of writing styles, from narrative, poetry, memoir, to academic types of writing like informative papers, persuasive papers, even research papers. But through all of it, our focus is on how to help students make sure their writing comes alive and that they are doing the writing. This is not formulaic writing. I don't believe in formulaic writing. I believe every child has a voice. There is no such thing as a bad writer, only bad practices that writers have been taught. Writing is not a boring subject, at least to me. But I don't think that it needs to be boring to anyone, especially if you're allowed to talk about who you are in your writing. So that's what this book does, is we are interested in helping students find their voice. And you can see that there's even a full section here on voice techniques, on finding your voice, on sharing your personality through your voice. The other thing that I'm very, very excited about with this book is there are tons and tons of student examples throughout, and I'm so grateful for all the students who have allowed me to share their papers and their work throughout this book. There are full papers. You can see here in the narrative section, there's there's 2 full student examples of every type of paper. At the end of the book, at the end of each chapter, there's also a set of activities. So even if you're not taking one of our classes, if this is just a book that you want to buy for your son or daughter, these are activities that you can do with your student. This is a book I would recommend for students even in 4th and 5th grade. Before the write, we start in 6th grade, but even the younger students can start to learn these techniques, and there's comprehension questions as well as practice and application questions. So this can be used as a curriculum. This can be used as a resource guide. For example, if this is something that you put on your bookshelf, and if your son or daughter was doing a research project for another class, history class, or even an English class in public school, and they say, "Mom, I don't remember how to cite that source that I got on a website," that's fine. You can just come to this book and look up how to do MLA documentation, and the information is here for them to look at, as well as examples and ideas if they don't know where to start with their projects. So this is our resource guide. It has everything from planning your draft and coming up with ideas, to writing the draft, to revising the draft, as well as looking at grammar. I do think grammar is really important, so that is the other piece of this project that I was so excited to do. Is not only do we have a resource guide, but we also have a workbook that goes along with this resource guide that helps students work on their grammar. So we're going to be unboxing that as well. So we're just going to pull that up here in 1 second. And this grammar workbook follows the same philosophy that I talk about in the resource guide. It's about helping students find their voice. And a lot of times students find grammar very, very boring and very dry. And they think that grammar is just about making sure they don't have any run-ons or making sure that their commas are in the right place. That's not just what grammar is about. Grammar is about making sure that your voice is heard by using sentence variety, by choosing the right word, by utilizing a thesaurus to find exactly the right adjective to describe your writing. So that's what this grammar practice workbook does. It does go over the elements of grammar, like parts of speech and sentence errors and commas and things like that, but it is also a practical grammar guide. So we're going to look at that here, and this is really exciting. I do want to thank a couple of my students actually helped me get this grammar guide together. Alright, so let's take a look at this grammar guide. So this is our grammar practice workbook. This goes right along with our resource guide, and the grammar guide is lined up exactly with the grammar section in this resource guide. And I'd like to say a special thanks to Carrie, who was one of our students who designed these covers for these books. I'm really proud of her for doing this. So as you can see with our grammar practice book, I'm just going to push this back a little bit. You can see here that our the practice book has exercises for every type of parts of speech and verbs and sentence structures. But the thing that I really like about this practice book that we worked on is that it's not just worksheets and busy work. This is designed to help students with practical grammar. The goal of grammar is not just to have perfect grammar or just to understand all of the rules of where a comma goes or what makes a complete sentence. Those are all important things, but those things help you become a more effective writer. So in my mind, grammar is not just teaching about the actual thing itself, it's teaching how to actually use that grammar practically. So this workbook also includes several paragraphs with errors for students to correct, like this, and they can go through and they can look for the errors, which studies have found using grammar in practical situations actually helps those grammar rules stick better. So this grammar workbook is a great workbook to use with students that need a little extra help on certain types of grammar or all grammar. And it goes really well with our resource guide to engage writers. So I'm really, really excited that we have both of these books available. This is, like I said, a dream come true for me. So I thank you very much for watching our unboxing, and I hope that you will buy our book. It is available. Both of these books are available on Amazon right now. They are also available in our store on our website, which is www.writefromtheheart.org. They're available for purchase from both places, and I'd love to hear from you. You can contact us at our website or comment on this video. Thanks.